There's a lot to digest and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories, and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Welcome to News Around the World on the most listened to radio station at Gidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Wuraola Yusuff. The headlines: Reps spokesman says no state police without constitutional amendment. Oskatech matriculates 1,996 students as rector gives scorecard. A task student to be law-abiding. China sets lowest economic growth target since 1991. United States Senate backs President Trump on Iran strikes, blocks a bid to limit his war powers. Obi secures a third term as Badminton Federation president. Now the details. The spokesman of the House of Representatives, Mr. Akin Rotimi, has said the agitation for the establishment of state police can only materialize through the amendment of the 1999 Constitution, stressing that no implementation can take place without legislative action by the National Assembly. Honorable Rotimi's position comes amid growing national debate over the decentralization of policing in Nigeria as the country continues to grapple with widespread insecurity, including banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and communal clashes across several states. However, speaking with Newsmen today, the House spokesperson cautioned that no formal steps towards implementation can occur without a required constitutional amendment, while noting that the issue of state police is one of the key items currently being considered as part of the ongoing constitutional review process by the National Assembly. The Ekiti lawmaker further explained that lawmakers are approaching the reform cautiously to ensure that the framework for state policing includes clear safeguards against abuse. The Federal Character Commissioner representing Oyo State, Mr. Yoteji Abbas Aleshinloye, has pledged the federal government's commitment to ensure stricter enforcement of the federal character principle across federal ministries, departments, and agencies (MDAs) to ensure fairness, balanced representation, and equitable distribution of opportunities among Nigeria states. Speaking at a press conference and inaugural meeting with staff of the Commission in Oyo State today, Mr. Abbas Aleshinloye said the Commission would intensify monitoring of federal ministries, departments, and agencies to ensure strict compliance with the federal character principle as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution. The Commissioner also stressed that the federal character principle remains central to Nigeria's unity and national integration, noting that it ensures every part of the country has a sense of belonging in governance. Mr. Abbas Aleshinloye further assured residents of Oyo State that their interests will be adequately represented in federal opportunities, while calling on government institutions, political leaders, civil society groups, and citizens to support policies that promote fairness, transparency, and national cohesion. The Oyo State College of Agriculture and Technology, GORA, has formally admitted the new intakes for national and higher national diploma programs for 2025-2026 academic session into the institution at its 17th matriculation ceremony, according to a statement released by the institution's public relations officer, Dr. Olawuri Opeyemi. The rector, Professor Akinola Akinlabi, in his speech at the occasion, challenged students to engage productively in their studies, imbibe hard work, determination, dedication, and discipline, in order to achieve success, while reiterating that Oiskotech or unruly behavior, cultism, and any form of indecent dressing. Professor Akinabi explains that agribusiness is another area with immense potential and opportunities, which has made Oiskotech place strong emphasis on agribusiness education and training, while appreciating the executive governor of Oyo State, Engineer Sheyi Makinde, for his unwavering efforts on the continuous payment of staff salary and agriculture in Oyo State. The Director further encouraged everyone to tap into the vast potential of agribusiness and contribute to the growth and development of this sector. Examination malpractice has become a persistent issue in Nigerian tertiary institutions, which undermines the credibility of academic qualifications and compromising the integrity of the education system. Beyond traditional methods such as cheating through untamed materials, impersonation, and leakage of examination questions, technology advancement has introduced new ways for students to cheat, making the old methods outdated. In this special report, Agidigbo FM News correspondent Jehovah Tobiolaiju explores these new methods and how they can be curbed in tertiary institutions. Here is the report.
Examination malpractice in Nigeria tertiary institutions has taken a new turn, with technology playing a significant role in the change. Some of the new technological formats used for cheating include AI-powered impersonation, smartphone cheating, and remote access. Recently, the Joint Admission Matriculation Board (JAMB) implemented measures such as biometric verification, AI-powered exam monitoring, and secure digital platforms to detect and prevent malpractice. Despite these measures, examination malpractice still remains a cankerworm that has rooted deep in the Nigerian education system. Speaking with Agidigbo FM News, a renowned lecturer, architect Clement Tokede, highlighted various ways students leverage technology to cheat during exams.
Smart phone, smart wristwatches, some smart gadgets like pen that do record. So the trend is changing from carrying textbook, carrying notebook, to carrying something portable to the examination hall. So that's the latest trend now.
Some experts have also suggested that introducing human values education can help achieve attitudinal changes and modify students' conduct. In another interview, architect Okede noted how institutions are fighting back with special technologies, including a software application that electronically prevents malpractice.
There's this special technology, they call it draw over app. It will make sure that no other application works during the period of this exam. Another issue is that when students are coming, we've sensitized them that no use of smart wristwatches or smart gadgets, and before the commencement of the exam, an assistant invigilator check them thoroughly.
However, curbing examination malpractice involves every agent of socialization in the society. In this regard, a parent, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Alabi, stressed the need for government to support the youth-led education initiatives, emphasizing their potential to drive state development and curb examination malpractice.
Young people can effectively contribute to shaping education system by actively participating in student governance. Why do I say that? Because curriculum that is attached to students or to young people, they are the main people that are participating, and they know the gap, they can fill the gap, they can see the gap that is in the educational system. And so in that way, in involving them in educational setting, we make them to see those gaps, and they can fill the gap because they are there.
In conclusion, examination malpractice is a multifaceted issue requiring a comprehensive approach. Tertiary institutions must prioritize academic integrity, strengthen policies, and promote a culture of honesty to restore credibility and ensure that graduates are truly qualified. Governments are also urged to ensure the sustainability of educational programs created for youths, advocating for proper awareness and maintenance. Jehovah Tobiolaiju, Agidigbo FM News.
Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kunle Amza Studio, Agidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Zikrot Fasasi. China has cut its annual economic growth target to a range of 5%, the lowest expansion goal since 1991. The details were released during China's biggest political gathering, known as the Two Sessions, alongside the release of some details of the 15th five-year plan for the world's second-largest economy. The Chinese President Xi Jinping emphasized that Beijing aims to reshape its economy as it grapples with challenges both at home and abroad, such as weak consumption, a shrinking population, an ongoing property crisis, global trade tensions, and an energy crunch due to the Iran war. The government official further stressed that the five-year plan will include investment in innovation, high-tech industries, scientific research, and more efforts to boost household consumption. And that ends the news from Kule Amza Studio, Agidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Zikrot Fasasi.
We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya. U.S. Senate Republicans backed President Donald Trump's military campaign against Iran, voting to block a bipartisan resolution aiming to stop the air war and require that any hostilities against Iran be authorized by Congress. The Senate voted 53 to 47 not to advance the resolution, largely along party lines, with all but one Republican voting against the procedural motion and all but one Democrat supporting it. The latest effort by Democrats and a few Republicans to rein in President Donald Trump's repeated foreign troops deployment, the War Powers Resolution, was described by sponsors as a bid to take back Congress' responsibility to declare war, as spelled out in the U.S. Constitution. Opponents rejected this, insisting that Trump's action was legal and within his right as Commander-in-Chief to protect the United States by ordering limited strike. Take two, limited strikes. They accused supporters of the resolution of endangering U.S. forces. And that ends the news from Kule Amzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya.
You're welcome back. And now the exciting world of sport. Francis Obi has been re-elected president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, BFN, for a third consecutive term, reaffirming confidence in his leadership and vision for the sport's growth in the country. Obi emerged unopposed at the Federation's elective congress held at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, polling all 13 votes cast by accredited delegates, just as Adamu Alhaji Lawan was also elected vice president as part of the newly constituted executive board. In his acceptance speech, Obi congratulated the board members, expressed optimism about their collective capacity to advance Nigerian badminton, stressed the importance of unity and collaboration, and also urged stakeholders to actively support the Federation's programs and initiatives. Speaking during the inauguration of the new board, the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, congratulated Obi on his re-election and praised the Federation for a smooth and crisis-free electoral process. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. REP's spokesman says no state police without constitutional amendment. Oiskatech matriculates 1,996 students as rector gives a scorecard to ask students to be law-abiding. China sets the lowest economic growth target since 1991. United States Senate backs President Trump on Iran strikes, blocks bid to limit his war powers. Obi secures a third term as Badminton Federation president. And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. Success is the sum of small effort repeated day in and day out. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Wuraola Yusuff. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out-of-school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
The Southwest in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice.